That's because there's too many places or too many links to share. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is KIDM, the man, bringing you all another live stream Power Rangers review, actually, or another live stream review in general. Let me just remove this stream starting soon so that we can actually get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chat around, say hi. Hello, Classic. Nice to see you here again. Hey, Aditya. Welcome. Anyone else hovering into the chat, welcome as well. Yep, Classic. What is your question? I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm actually gonna try to record the stream and hopefully maybe I can turn it into like a short form video. And hopefully, if that short form video turns out great, then that would be a good thing to do. So let me just click on start recording, and then from here onwards, I can then change my screen to only focus on what my camera is looking at. So we are actually taking a look at the alien ranges today, and what we are looking at right now, this is the brown box that the alien ranges do come in. So since I really am recording right now, and it's like only been 19 seconds recording, so let me just do my intro properly this time again. Hello everyone, this is KIDM the man bringing you all another live stream review. This time we are taking a look at the Alien Rangers from Aquitar, or let's say from the Power Rangers Season 3 or the mini-series of the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. Well, this time is of the Lightning Collection, and what we are taking a look at right now is the brown box itself, or the brown box in general. Hello Aditya, welcome to the stream. I am doing quite well. I'm actually quite tired actually. It's 10 p.m. now in Malaysia, so I really gotta find a way to wrap this particular live stream review up. Sorry if this review is on a Thursday. It's a Thursday night for me, probably a Thursday afternoon or morning for all of you, and maybe anyone who is, in the future, probably a Friday or so. But I guess without further ado, we can actually begin. Let me just double check on the chat to make sure I don't miss any interaction with each and every one of you lovely, amazing people. How am I? Yes, I am. What do you call it? Why do I hate the two words "nice guy"? I'll tell you why in a few minutes later, or in a few moments. Oh, it's 7 p.m. in India. Nice. Hey, LeBron Fett, welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is actually the brown box that the Alien Rangers actually come with. It is quite big. The reason why you're seeing it right now is because it's actually on the floor. So if I actually do it, try to lift it all up, this is what it generally looks like. So you can see that it is a big giant thing. Now, let's just try to remove this whole giant thing out of the box so you can actually see what's going on. There we go. Yeah, the alien ranges are a big giant thing, and they actually were able to find a way to stylize this particular box to make sure that all the ranges fit inside this box over here itself. So let me just see if I can find a way to let you all see how it basically looks like. That is basically from the bottom, and here from this particular angle is from the top itself. So yeah, it really is a big giant box. So much. Well, I guess Hasbro really, trying to save plastic, to save the environment, they really didn't spare no expense in using recyclable box. What I guess that one really is quite cool, I guess, in a way, depending on how you do depict it. This is from the side of the particular view. If you want to check out how it actually looks like. You do have a lot of online images, but let's just go through. We do have the blue Aquitar Ranger, red Aquitar Ranger, Delphine, the leader of the Aquitar Rangers. If we were to turn it the other way around, this time we have black, and then we also have yellow, and there is some kind of Aquitar spaceship over here. Or maybe they are, more or less like different kinds of planets on the box or on the design itself. And this is what they basically look like. But if we were to take a look at the side of the box, the side of the box is actually quite nice as well. You do have the Mighty Morphin Alien Ranger symbol. Let me just double check. Why don't I do Legacy Wars live stream? Well, the Legacy Wars live stream, yes, it has been years now. and my dead Pokemon streams. Okay, focus. We are actually recording this live stream itself. So Legacy Wars, if I have time to play the game, I will play it. If I have time to live stream while playing it, well, then of course I'll do that. But most of my live streams while playing, it's always from the computer. So I don't always find the time to sit down and, play with my computer. As for Pokemon, well, more or less, I think I should probably get started on that, or, maybe not do it at all. So again, this one is the side of the box itself. You do have the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers logo. You have Delphine, you have blue, you have black, you have red, and then you also have yellow. So these are all of the helmets that are on the side of the box. But if I were to flip it over to the other side, just like all of the paper packaging or cardboard packaging, you only have the name of the box or the name of the rangers or characters that's inside of the box itself. And it looks like my light has died out on me, so let me just change to a different kind of power bank, so that way you guys can actually see it proper with a proper spotlight itself. My old power bank really is quite weak also. So you recently finishing watching Power Rangers Dino Fury? Hey, nice, Galaxy. Welcome to the stream. Well, what did you think of Dino Fury? I actually haven't seen Dino Fury properly, like in full in general. So no spoilers, I guess. Yeah, that's nice. Plus, welcome to the live stream. Yep. Oh, very nice, very nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so I guess that is the main side of the box. As you can see, it only just shows you the labeling of what kind of character is inside of it. Nothing much on top. It's just a very blank kind of situation. And then, of course, you do have your regular, plastic-free packaging. And what else do they have over here? So, without further ado, I guess we all can actually crack this box open. I have, of course, tried to check with my dealer to see whether if everything in the box is complete, but because I was rushing for traffic, uh, I couldn't get around to checking it. So this time, all of you get to check what's in the box with me. Let's remove this thing over here. It really is a big box, or all of the contents over here really is big. So I guess we'll just slowly go through each and every one of them. Okay, so this is how it looks like. It has 6 different grids, right? So this is what it mainly looks like. It has 6 different grids. Every particular ranger is in here. You have black here, you have red. Up there you got your yellow, and the other side you got blue, and in the middle you have Delphine with her accessories over here. It actually is raining right now. Okay, so you have this thing here just to make sure everything is all properly divided. Now, I'm not sure how I am going to attempt this. Uh, you know, I really haven't thought this through, but there should be a type of system over here. So I guess what I can do is I can increase my camera height, make it look down a little bit more. So hopefully, I don't reveal anything that I might dox myself for. And here we go. So this one is all of the Lightning Collection Alien Rangers, along with their accessories, all nicely wrapped in their paper baggie. I guess first what we're going to do in this stream is we're going to have to take out everything that we want to take out from the baggies first, and then from there onwards we can then figure out what we are going to basically do. It's probably online. What do you call it? Lost count of how many days since our last live stream. Oh, that's a very long time ago. Did I order it online or buy from a shop? So I actually got this set from my dealer's shop. So my dealer actually in a way kind of lives quite far-ish or something like that. So yeah, so I had to drive to his shop to actually pick this particular set up. Delphine is your favorite. Nice, nice. I'm sure you probably used her in the Legacy Wars game as well. Okay, so you really need to order this team. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead and order it. I think right now Hasbro Pulse is having some kind of sale, so hopefully that sale applies to this particular set of Rangers. Now, how do you call it? Now, fair warning though, my phone battery that I'm using to record this particular live stream is at 50%. So maybe you won't get to enjoy this particular microphone quality, and you might, in a way, experience some kind of echo in it. But I have taken one particular accessory piece out before I decided to give up. All of these, they're all, secured in place with cellophane tape. If you can see this correctly, whoops, let me just remove. So if you can see this correctly, each and every one of the accessories and the Ranger figures are all secured in with some cellophane tape. or some tape in general. And basically just what I would usually do is I would always take out the accessories, make sure I take a look at what's inside of the accessories based on what I can see from the box. So let's say, for example, if what I'm taking out is from the Black Ranger, I should make sure that I have each and every one of these particular accessories. This is a very big box, so I'm trying to figure out what can I actually do. But I guess we can basically unbox this while I chat with each and every one of you. I don't believe I need all of the tape here intact, and in a way, I also don't really want to rip up the paper. But because this is such a big giant thing, in the event if I were to, let's say, for example, decide to sell off this particular figure or this particular set, I would just probably throw in the paper baggies and then just put these characters in their own individual baggies as well. So, kudos to Hasbro for using plastic to wrap each and every one of these particular items here on out. I honestly should have just pre-cut all of these things. I mean, this is why I always check my items at my dealer shop before coming in here and then showing them off on a live stream, because this really does take some time. I really do look a slightly bit amateurish right now, but of course that is part of the gig over here. So we do have our first Ranger to open up. Again, wow, they really are trying their best to make this thing look, as premium as possible. So let me just remove this particular tape over here, open it up, and then just slowly remove it out as well. So, so how is everyone's week going on so far? This is one of those situations where you're gonna have to make some kind of filler chat or filler content while I try to unbox each and every one of these particular characters. So here we go. We do have the Black Aquitar Ranger. This is number one. Uh, yeah, I think it will be much more better for me to like remove each and every one of them out from the box or out from their wrapping first before I show you what they all generally look like. But here, there is a particular pack on each and every one of these rangers. This is basically so that they can hold their particular weapons. So with that out of the way, you have the Black Akotar Ranger first. All of his accessories are in this particular baggie. So if we were to slowly open it up, and if you saw from the box that I have shown you earlier, that is what we are basically dealing with. So let me just shake this a little bit out. Okay, so more or less, they're all the exact same accessory. So let me just put this one over here. So first things first, you will definitely get two different types of weapon holding hands. So two different types of hands. For Black Rangers, in Black Ranger's case, you do have two fists, and of course that comes with his particular figure. He actually comes with, he comes pre-packaged with two weapon holding hands. Over here, you do have the scabbard for his particular sword, and you also do have his sword in general. Uh, Trying to figure out which sword fits with who is going to be slightly a bit harder. Maybe I'll just look at it from the handle. Maybe they do show it at the back of the box. No, maybe not. Okay, so that is So that is one thing you need to take note of. Almost all of the accessories are almost exactly the same. So here we do have the particular gun, we do have the shorter blade, we also do have the we also do have the sword that is meant to be placed on the back of the particular figure. So that's nice. But the effect pieces, luckily for us, some of them are almost similar, some of them are all very different, but they are all almost the exact same as the ones that we got from previous figures before. So yeah, that is one way to wrap things up in terms of their particular accessories. So welcome to the stream, anyone else who has just joined in. This is KID and the Man, and today we're just basically going to be taking a look at the Alien Rangers. Uh, Now we are just going through the tedious phase of removing things from their packaging and their plastic. I guess this is what a live stream review should actually be, where everyone gets to experience this all together by themselves, or experience it with everyone that's watching the particular live stream itself. So here we have the Aquitar Blue Ranger. Oops, Aquitar Blue Ranger looking quite nice. Oh, oh, did something happen? Am I missing something? the box does show that it looks correct. Okay, so what I was actually afraid of just now was that his neck was not painted. I mean, granted, I did take out the Black Ranger first, so Black Ranger, if his neck wasn't painted, that is kind of basically normal. But here with Blue Ranger and his neck not having been painted, yeah, that was slightly bit concerning. So, good thing that wasn't the case. Looking at all of his figure or looking at each and every one of his accessories in general or his particular body part in general, there is nothing much or there is nothing wrong with this particular figure. So that is nice. He does come with two weapon holding hands or trigger finger hands. So that's nice. So blue goes over here. Let me try to remove his accessories from the box itself. And I just ripped the box. Yeah, try if the in the event if you actually do want to keep the box and not rip things out just so that you possibly want to resell something, try not to do it when you are live streaming and try to do it before you start or press on the live stream play button. Dude, you like my watch? Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. Let me just double check on the particular chat itself. Is it strange that you have a crush on Delphine? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you just like things that are a little bit more alien, or maybe something that's a little bit more foreign, if you ask me. Let me know what time is it in your guys' timeline. Let's see. All right. Oh, classic. Already. Good night. Good night already. Okay. Good night, classic. Great. See you next time. Thanks for joining in. In India, hard to find such action figures. Yeah, I think you really have to start ordering these online if you're trying to get it from India itself. Like big when you were a kid, dude. You like my watch? Okay, okay, okay. Oh, thanks, thank you. Great Ranger. Great Ranger Stop was awesome. Hey, you went to Ranger Stop. That's cool. Man, I really do hope one day I get to go to the US just so I can go and how do you say it? Go for all of these particular conventions. So here we do have blues accessories, because they're all wrapped up in the particular baggies or they're all wrapped up in their respective plastics. The plastic that on the figure will actually suffer, so not to worry. I think once the stream ends, I'm just gonna basically dip all of these in hot water. So we do have this blue shooting effect piece, something that we actually have seen before. This one most likely the ones that we've seen before from where have we seen this before? We have seen this from the SPDA squad figures. Yeah, that is where we actually have seen this before. You do have the particular blaster. This looks like a little bit kind of designed like a musket, if you ask me. Like a pirate ship or like a pirate gun. And blue comes with open palm hands, which in a way slightly bit looking like a Spider-Man grabby hands. But since this is Power Rangers, we don't really have Spider-Mans over here. So yeah, so black and blue, they are out of their packaging, which is nice. Let's just twist them around so we can get red and yellow out and save Delphine for last. No aliens, but Kat, Aisha, Billy, Zach, Rocky, Adam, Gia, Jen, and others. Oh man, he looks like Sky Tate, a slightly bit, maybe a little bit. Maybe it's just because of his shade of blue. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks. It's 10:11, 10:11 in the morning for you, I suppose. Okay, so now let's try to get yellow out. We're just basically not going in any specific order, but perhaps we're just going through different kinds of innuendos or different kinds of suspected rankings. Maybe black was the last place. Or black. Oh, speaking of my watch, so my watch is actually still a Vital bracelet, the ones with those Digimon characters itself. If you've seen my shots, I do have shots of just showing the progress of their Vital bracelet. Sorry, just a little bit of a tangent, but here is a live evolution. There we go. We do have one particular jelly. Sorry for the little bit of tangent, ladies and gentlemen. Or all of you gentlemen out here, call it a type of ADHD thingy. It's gonna be hard to cut this out. Okay, done. We have cut this out. Hopefully I did not cut the figure. There is another tape here. Man, Hasbro really do love their tape. Especially on this exclusive particular box of a figure. I think I should not have brought scissors here. I should have just brought my hobby knife, which is much more sharper than this particular set of dull scissors. So we do have the Yellow Ranger, or the Yellow Alien Ranger, and we do still have some more tape, which is still very annoying. Man, I mean, perhaps I should have just started to hit record when I have unboxed all of these particular figures for each and every one of you, and then only I can save up more energy space. Yeah. What is Digimon? Digimon is another type of franchise, almost similar to like Pokemon, but think of it like an isekai. Isekai is a anime genre where people get sent to another world. So that is what Digimon is. Children get sent to other worlds. So it apparently it looks like every alien ranger comes with the same pair of hands, like a trigger happy hand. So that is something good to take note of. It is quite consistent. Here we do have the yellow ranger. This time it does he does actually have the white color over here, I suppose, because I remember there was a type of controversy where Yellow Ranger didn't have something. Let me check the box. Huh. Okay. I think I know what's wrong now. Yeah, perhaps this was the controversy. Yellow Ranger has a black triangle in the center, while Black Ranger and Blue Ranger has a gold color over here. Is he supposed to look like that? Because the box does show him having a type of gold outline, like right here. So this is a mini error or mini decal error, and this is going to be very hard to trade in the event because this is just a minor paint issue. I'll check out with the other figures. If it's just one particular error, then I guess I can live live with this particular error. Anyone else who is in the chat right now, if you can do a quick Google search, can you just let me know if everyone else also got this error in their particular kits? That would be, very awesome. The games are better than Pokemon? Yes, they are. I heard they're coming out with a new Digimon model kit. They are always coming out with Digimon model kits. Oh man, LeBron Fett, exactly. Hasbro have an error, always having errors up, down, left, right ever since they moved to Vietnam, or ever since they moved their factory to Vietnam. Well, I guess that is a main downside if you want cheap labor. Yeah, terribly sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you just came here for a review, but I'm providing you a unboxing experience instead. Okay, there we go. The weapons were a bit slightly bit tight or slightly bit harder to remove. There we go. That one is the main entrance over here. I'm actually honestly not looking at my camera when I'm doing this. So hopefully I'm balancing it to make sure I'm getting everything in frame. So here are Yellow's accessories. Out, everyone out. Okay, and this is the same plastic. We're gonna have so much plastic here, or paper baggies. So yep, so again, you still do have the scabbard, you still do have the sword. At least his sword is not super bent, so that is something good. I'm not too sure if I'm actually putting the weapon right. Oh, hang on. Aha. Now here is how you can identify which sword belongs to who, because their insignia or their specific ranger logos are actually here, which is very nice. I mean, look, the belt and the end of the blade actually does have a particular symbol. So if you want to make sure, which character is meant to hold which weapon, this is how you figure it out. Yeah, hopefully I am the first one to actually identify this kind of thing, and not so much for not so much for everyone else. So yeah, same kind of weapon. I guess in terms of this is much more flimsier than usual. Okay, so in terms of the weapons are all almost the same. You do have some, oops, You do have some mini paint splotches right here. And of course, you still do get your two fists. So I guess yellow and black have more or less the same accessories or the same hands, because yellow also has, oops, because yellow also has fists and black also comes with fists. I guess maybe that's maybe the pair is due to the famous song Black and Yellow. Okay, so that one is yellow. Now let's go through red. Oh man, this is slightly gonna be very tiring, or more or less gonna be very ah tedious indeed. Okay, let's just slowly cut this thing open. Let's pull out. Nope, forgot this. It's almost like surgery now. Can't believe I'm comparing opening up toys carefully to real life surgery. I mean, in a way, it is kind of like surgery. In a way, you gotta be very precise and all that. Okay, so that is one. I have ripped up the paper bag, but that's okay. I don't think I'll be using it. I think it's most likely people are just gonna be selling the box without the paper baggies. And I didn't and there is no way for you to label the baggies as well. Uh-oh. Okay, don't break. And the hand just had to go through the broken hole. Yeah, I think more or less I'm just probably just gonna rip this one out. I guess I'll find a way to slide it out. Okay, so there we go. We do have the Ninja Red. That's basically his Japanese name. Over here. Ooh. Okay, so I mean, this is just from what I am viewing right now. It looks like Ninja Red's paint job kind of feels much more better than the rest. I mean, just by looking at it or just by paying attention to it. In a way, the Alien Rangers don't really need that much of a paint job. They just, need to make sure that they have the exact same items that they need to over here. I guess having a yellow Ninja Ranger really isn't the best idea for this team. Very cool looking. Very nice looking. I think his Japanese name counterpart was called Sasuke, maybe? Can't really remember. I don't think, because I did not watch Kaku Ranger. Sorry about that. Let's check out the particular thing. You've seen few people had issues. Okay, so that's good then. No problem at all. Who's my favorite Digimon? Awesome, fine. Nice. Now there will be no more confusions. Yep, of course. There will be no confusions because of logos. Everyone needs their own logo. Okay, so that one is out. And let's try to rip this one out apart as well. Opening packaging, opening people, the same thing. Oh, that is kind of hilarious too. Okay, so there we go. This one is all opened up. Okay, let's open up this baggie right over here. I hope all of you are just basically enjoying a stream of a dude just opening up toys itself. This really isn't how the live stream reviews always goes. If anyone here who is new and who are on the stream watching right now. So of course you still have the S for Sasuke. That is also good. The scabbard, of course, that from what I noticed, there really isn't much to take a look at for the scabbard. So we can just put this sword in for a bit. Hopefully the paint don't chip. Again, you still do have the exact same weapons. And, oh, okay, so these are new hands. I guess you do have the exact same, effect pieces from the A squad. And, oh, okay, we do have some grabby hands. And apparently we have the exact same grabby hands as blue. Huh. Oops. A little bit the same, just slightly bit different. Okay, so the left arm is different just by a little bit. Blue is much more spread open, and then reds are reds are much more crunched up. So I guess these are not the exact same accessories, which is nice. So the only ones that I guess Hasbro could not figure out on what to do would basically be red and yellow. Now let's go on with white, the final set, or the the leader of the team in both Uh, Technically, in Mighty Morphin, she was also kind of like the leader, or like, Red was the leader when he's not morphed, but whenever they're morphed, then Delphine just automatically becomes the leader. That's because of the Sentai footage. So yeah, that is one thing to take note of. So the leader of the Ninja Rangers or the Alien Rangers are right here. Just cut this thing open, and you only have just one more paper bag to cut, which is gonna be nice. Okay, so over here we do have Delphine, and let's see how she fares or how she looks. We do have the double joints over here, which is nice. Oh, okay, so she is a new mold. Yeah, Delphine is a new mold, so we can see the particular neck over here. I guess we can just slowly take a look at the rest of them slowly one by one. The decals here are quite nice, nicely painted, maybe a little bit off-centered, but that is fine. I'm not really that picky. Delphine does feel like she do have the double drop down hips, so that is going to be a little bit fun. Slightly a bit fun. So yeah, Delphine is quite nice looking. We can zoom in on her later on once we have unbox each and everything else from this particular collection set. Anyone else who has just joined in on the particular stream, welcome. This is KD and the Man. Today we're just basically taking a look at the Alien Rangers. I believe they are Hasbro Pulse exclusive, I believe, or was it Amazon exclusive? I don't know. I just got this from a third-party dealer. I believe it's almost something similar to like your Image Anime, I guess, or Big Bad Toy Store or something like that. So yeah, that one is my particular dealer. My dealer would be Aquila Poster KL. He is in Malaysia. And he has been very good to me in this particular recession because this set isn't really, this set is not cheap at all. Let's see if I can remove this and open this thing up. Oops, and the paper got caught on the other cellophane tape. Okay, so let's open this up and take a look. Okay, we do have the final sets right here. You do have Delphine's sword, the oops, hang on. The symbol, yep, the symbol does look the same, so we are not wrong over here. So now that we've unboxed this, I'll just remove this away, so that way we can have more space on the review station or on the review table. Let's see what else can I do to adjust the view. Okay, I'll readjust the view slightly bit later. So of course you do have the same accessories that came with black. This time it's only in red. You do have the particular weapons over here, the shorter blade, and of course you do have the scabbard just for the sword. Perhaps putting the sword inside the scabbard might straighten it later on, maybe in case if that's what you want to do. And this is Delphine's arms, or sorry, Delphine's new hands. Yep, so that's Delphine's hands right here. She's a bit of a poser, isn't she? Okay, so now that we have removed each and every one of these particular characters out of their respective paper baggies or out of their respective boxes, let's just go down in figure review height like normal. Taking a look at the Power Morphicon thing, I think that is my reflection, if you can see. Nah, maybe you can't. That's okay. All right, then let's double check. She is looking sexy. Oh well, that's good to know then. Oh, that's nice. Like good that you guys are liking the stream as well. Scale motor cars and bikes. Nice, nice. Quill Yen, welcome to the stream. They're Amazon in USA. They look awesome. Nice, nice. Okay, so we're just gonna put everything aside right here, one by one for now. So of course, this is where hopefully I'll be using this particular footage. And if I am, or if I will be free to just chop up this footage one by one. So here we do have Delphine. Over here we do have the Red Ranger, Sasuke. I honestly can't remember what's his English name. As over here, we do have our incorrect Yellow Ranger, which is, a little bit annoying. Move here, move here, move here. We do have the Black Aquitar Ranger, even though he is the first one that we have just taken out of the box itself. Let's just balance out his leg for a little bit. Okay, and last but not least, we do have the blue Aquitar Ranger, which is also quite he also does have a nice shade of blue itself. So this is what we'll basically be doing, or this is what we'll be taking a look at right now. So yeah, thank you each and every one of you for in a way being patient with me while I open up these particular items from their respective boxes. Okay, so I guess this is where the proper review begins. So, what is my real name? I think if you were to just check out my Instagram, maybe you might be able to figure that out. So my Instagram is still the same thing, KIDM the man. So yeah, feel free to check that out as well. You also collect model cars, so that building a Gundam while we chat. Nice, nice. Which kind of Gundam are you actually building right now? Exactly. Even Galaxy is interested. Look at that. Okay, so yeah. So now that you guys can see all of these particular ranges all together in front of their accessories, if I were to zoom this back out, there are their accessories over here. So this is where we get to take a look at each of these figures immediately all at the same time. But fair warning though, because I have reviewed a team before, and I already know that you are going to be hearing a lot of repeats. The reason why is because all of these male rangers are all using the exact same body mold. The only thing that's different about them is the plastic that they are being used, or is the plastic that is being used, as well as the difference in the decals, or depending on how you pronounce it, decals. So I guess we just save Delphine for last, like normal. So Delphine, you get to rest on the side over here for now. And from here, let's just go on and begin with the Black Ranger. Black Ranger here is slightly a bit much more different, or slightly a bit more unique as compared to the rest of the particular Rangers. If I were to put all of these Rangers down, so that way they don't ruin the particular immersion or the particular focusing. So yeah, the helmet of the Black Ranger is nicely sculpted as well and all nicely molded. If you can see correctly based on my particular spotlight, there is a type of indenting in between the Ranger's helmets. So that is one good thing to take note of. He does have a pentagon shape. I guess that is his alien ranger, sorry, his Kaku Ranger counterpart power coin that they actually use. So yeah, that is one good thing to take note of. Over here, of course, this is still using the old Lightning Collection body mold. When I say old Lightning Collection body mold, that is more or less the exact same thing as what we have seen before during the first few waves of the Lightning Collection. There might be slight or tiny bit differences itself, but yeah, it's more or less the exact same. It is slightly bit loose, I guess, because maybe they try to do something a little bit different for the head itself, or maybe they try to do something a little bit different for the neck. This is more or less akin to the Mighty Morphin Adam. Yeah, the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger Adam, where his connector piece on the neck is very slim. So yeah, do be careful if you for some reason cannot rotate his head side to side. If we were to take a look at his particular paint job in the center of his chest, yep, it is quite nice looking. You do have the golden triangle, you do have the nice shade of white around his collar. And is that black paint or is that just the same plastic? Yeah, more or less that is the exact same black plastic. So the only few paints that they use here is just the white paint on the logo, gold color, as well as the collar of the particular figure. Of course, since this one is still using the old body mold, you do not have your drop-down hips, which, kind of slightly hinders the articulation. But that one is basically okay because I believe there is a consensus online that nobody likes drop-down hips. So yeah, I don't think I'm complaining about that. No one else is complaining about that as well. So over here, with regards to his particular belt, it is nicely sculpted. Nicely sculpted as how every other belt should be. He does have a particular type of holster here to hold his blaster weapon, or maybe even his blade. I believe in the show, the blaster can turn into a blade, perhaps. I hope I actually am correct in one way or another. The particular logo of the coin that he uses is nicely printed on as well. Over here, from here onwards, because even though he is a black ranger, or yeah, even though he is a black ranger, his gloves or the black area of his gloves are painted as well. With regards to the white paint are, I would say, not painted that well, as because you can see that there are quite a few layers underneath them. So when I say layers, basically mean this. I don't think it's showing that well on the camera, but if you can see this correctly, or if you can see this properly, you can see how there is a much more whiter splotch of where my nail is pointing, or maybe if I were to use one of his accessories. So here at the tip of the blade, this area here looks slightly bit more whiter than the rest. So this is what I mean by slight discrepancies in the coating of the white paint on the feet or the white areas of the particular figure. So it's not really a type of error per se, but it's just they did not, Hasbro did not put enough white paint on here itself. But it still is a nice figure though. It still is quite cool. With regards to the accessories, they are basically almost like what you can sorry, what you've all seen before, in which I would basically tell you again. You do have a scabbard, right? The sheath of the sword. If you were to pull this out, you would basically be able to get the sword here as well. The sword is quite nicely painted. You know, you do have a nice shiny kind of silver, a little bit of a dull or a dull gold or a bronze type of gold. And then if you were to look at the handle of the blade here itself, you can see all the different shapes of the different power coins that the Ninja Rangers actually here uses. So as I mentioned before, and in case you all are wondering, if you're trying to make sure which sword belongs to which ranger, this is how you'll be able to differentiate it. I believe the main design is like this. Like this? Oh, okay, like this. So yeah, that is how you can differentiate which sword belongs to who. But because of the scabbards or the sheaths are all more or less the same, I guess the main idea is that if you want to make sure they are all consistent, you have to put the, you know, you have to put the sheath at the back of the particular figure. Now, one thing I have noticed is that every single one of these sheaths or scabbards, they have a particular hole in here. Now, I do not know why. I don't recall any time in the show they actually do something with this hole. But if any one of you guys know why or where in Kaku Ranger did they do something like this, please do let me know. Maybe it's meant to combine into something. We are live streaming right now, so maybe you guys can tell me that in the chat itself. Let me just double check. You do photography and reviews. Yep. LeBron does that. LeBron Fett does do that. Let's see. Red Delphine use you. Red, black, and Delphine looks unique than the rest. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean that's not what I really think. Into danger, Kaku Ranger. Okay, I guess that's what it is. So I'm actually reading the chat right now. Jayashen Kumar, welcome to the stream. Okay, so yeah, I honestly don't know what is meant to fit inside of here. So if any one of you guys know, let me know. Okay, so let me just put the sword into the sheath first, and then I'll get to straighten it with boiling hot water when I'm trying to make some kind of snack before bedtime, or just put the bent plastic in boiling hot water. It's not that hard. That is what that is like the maintenance, the little bit of maintenance that we always do for our particular figures. Black Ranger does come with this twirly effect piece. This twirly effect piece, we have actually seen this before with all of the old existing Lightning Collection figures. Yep, so that one is what it looks like. Here are the two other weapons accessories that comes with the Black Ranger alongside with the rest of the um, Alien Rangers as well. So here you do the particular accessories are, nice type of gold, I guess. It's not super shiny, but it's kind of shiny nonetheless. The painting of all of these accessories, they all might vary, so that is one thing you need to take concern of, or that's one thing that you need to take note of. The particular blade, or yeah, this particular short sword right here. It is quite flimsy, so even if it does bend, dip it in hot boiling water and you should be good to go. There we have over here. And of course, the Black Ranger does come with fists, so that way you can use the particular character to punch any other characters that you would want. So yeah, that one is the Black Ranger. So up next, let's all go towards the Blue Ranger. Fair warning to anyone else on this live stream, my phone battery is currently at 26%, so that is your first warning itself, where the audio quality might be slightly bit different when I am charging my particular phone. This is the main downside. I, excuse me, I guess this one is the main downside of us not having audio jacks anymore. Yeah. Okay, so every time when I remove a figure from a box, what I would always do is to make sure that I check the articulation. Sometimes the articulations, when they come out of the box, the plastic might actually melt in the plastic itself. So just to make sure that I know what I can actually remove or what I should remove to try to cut out some plastic. Yeah, that is what I can actually do. If you were to, or if you would have catched my previous live stream review on the In-Space Silver Ranger that comes with the bike. Yeah, you can see here, this one, his particular butterfly joint is slightly a bit stuck, so I'm not sure. Okay, so it can come out over here. Maybe, yeah, there is a type of so-called chip plastic here that's preventing him from moving forward. So I gotta have to fix that later on. Maybe instead of just push it by force. Yeah, try not to don't push your things by force, ladies and gentlemen. You're all old enough to basically think on how to solve any kind of issues. Okay, so right now, after that smaller tangent, we do have the Aquitar Blue Ranger. Aquitar Blue Ranger is not a super dark blue kind of ranger color. It's meant to be a super light type of blue ranger color. I guess you can think of it as in like the Ninja Storm Blue Rangers blue. But his blue over here, I'm holding him right now. He is slightly bit much more of a darker shade of blue than what you're seeing on camera. So yeah, I hope that one basically helps you. Aditya, yep, okay, thank you for joining in on the stream. Thank you, good night. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Yeah, your SPD Omega Rangers like that. Okay, yep, exactly. So you're gonna have to find ways to chop off some extra plastic from your particular figure. Okay, so right now we all basically again for the Blue Ranger, same kind of decals or same kind of paint job itself. Over here, you do have some nice little white outlines. Knowing Hasbro wouldn't actually do that, but since this is a type of online exclusive, maybe that's why they did it for this particular set. It's the same thing as how the Dino Rangers, they don't have the correct white outline visor of the particular figures. So here we do have the particular belt with his referred to logo. Same thing on his top, or same thing on the top of his helmet. The helmet is nicely sculpted, nicely painted. Again, if you would like to remove the head sculpt, always make the character to look up as far as it can go, and then push. And there you go. This is how you remove your helmets from your particular figure. In the event if it's really very tight, it's much more better for you to heat it up. I know a particular content creator has broken their particular pegs before. So yeah, try to avoid that. Of course, you still do have a nice paint job or semi-nice paint job. You still get some kind of weathering, or you still get some kind of different layerings of white color. So that is fun. But I believe Blue Ranger is much more nicer than the others. Yep, the decals are more or less the same as the Black Ranger that you saw previously. The body mode is, of course, the same. It's just that, again, you are using a different kind of plastic and slightly bit different kinds of decals on the particular figure as well. Okay, so that one is done for the Blue Ranger, figure. With regards to his accessories, you still do have the exact same sword and scabbard. His sword again is nice. Oops, his sword again is nicely painted as well. So that is one thing to let you know. You do have the logo at the end of the sword, so you can differentiate which sword belongs to who. If you don't want to get confused of which sheath belongs to who, just basically tap the sheath on the ranger's back, and then I think you should be good to go like this way as well. From the particular box, it's actually meant to go. The sheath is meant to be from this side here. So yeah, that is the Blue Ranger and the sheath. He does come with these particular types of grabby hands. So I guess this is meant for him to do some kind of Kamehameha wave or Kamehameha wave, you know. But these are quite some nice touch. I'm not sure if we actually have gotten similar hand accessories before on other Lightning collections, but it's still nice to have. His particular effect piece, it's still the same type of effect piece, this time in a light shade of pink. Yeah, this is the effect piece that would actually come from the SPD A Squad Rangers. As for his other accessories, you still do have the exact same blaster or, a type of musket type of weapon. That's one. And then, of course, you still do have his short blade right over here. Yep, not really, not much of a paint, not much of a paint complaint in this particular regard. Yuri's Rangers got the love Star Wars does, making sure weapons are straight. Yeah, honestly. Ah, I guess we just live. Yeah, I guess we just live in a particular type of world or a society nowadays where if something is much more popular than the other, then more money is going to be given to that popular franchise. There's nothing we can do though. It's not like we can grow a fan base. Not like we can grow a fan base overnight to overtake something that has been here for a much more longer time. So up next, we do have our main troublemaker, our main error of the particular set. Here is the alien ranger or the yellow ninja ranger. Of course, you do have two different. Let me ask you this particular quick trivia question. How many triangles do you see on this figure? Let me know in the comments as well. Okay, so as we can see over here, the Yellow Ranger, why do I say it's a bit of a troublemaker? Is because he does not have the goal at the bottom of his particular triangle. Whereas from all of the other Ninja Rangers that we have seen before, they all have the golden triangle in the center of their particular chest. Yep. So this is a error. It's not meant to be the original design, but it is an error itself. So if anyone would like to find a way to paint this, you can feel free to paint it yourself. All you just need to have is either a Sharpie or a Gundam marker. If you would like to mask, when I say mask, is basically put some tape over the areas that you don't want to paint over. You can just do that as well. So that's how you mask and paint a particular error. But other than that, it's still a nice particular figure overall as it's, oh my goodness, what have I done? You weren't meant to see that. Okay, so I guess this is my first time experiencing this particular issue. Since while we're here, we all get to see how the engineering design is like. I guess, yeah, definitely I would have to put this in some kind of bloopers or some kind of review. But I guess it is quite snug, or maybe it's not snugged enough. Maybe, but we'll just basically handle this issue slightly bit later on. What I was trying to do is I was trying to, push his arm slightly bit upwards. Yeah, so you gotta be very careful when you're handling these figures. If their joints are just popping out here and there, that is very funny, and especially for it to happen on a live stream as well. Okay, so yeah, so that is one small little speed bump that does not affect the hand articulation as well, so which is good. Yeah, Yellow Ranger really is starting to become a problem child. Here is a closer look at the visor, just in case we didn't actually see it. These are all of the different triangles that he has on his particular face. His belt is actually in black. This way you won't have too much gold on the particular figure. Perhaps that's why his triangle is black as well. But of course, I still have to double check on all of the online images to see whether or not if this is true or if this is correct or not. With regards to his particular belt, this here is his logo. It's still another triangle shaped looking thing which is also cool. And as for his particular boots area, you can see slight bit of white paint streaks. Yeah. As for his particular arms that he comes with, he does come with trigger finger arms or trigger finger hands, and this time, some similarly to the Black Alien Ranger, he comes with fists as well. Kind of weird how he doesn't have anything different or unique to his particular character. So from here, you also do have his famous scabbard, just like all of the other Ninja Rangers. They're all basically the same mold, mind you. Yeah, all of these scabbards, they're all the same mold. The only main difference here is that the end, is that the end of these scabbards just show you the particular power coin. I love these tiny details, man. These are all basically what makes a collection set much more awesome. And of course, we'll then basically take a look at these particular weapons much more closely. The same exact weapons, so nothing extra or nothing too special in this regard. Uh, as for his effect piece, it's the same one that we got from the SPD Rangers as well. Since I have not shown you, maybe this is how you'll be able to see how we put the effect piece in. Just like that, we're able to put the peg inside of the hole. And if, again, if the peg, or if you are having a tough time to put the peg into the hole, all you gotta do is basically apply some lube. Apply some kind of lubrication itself. So yeah, that is a very old joke. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me just double check on my stream. Everything else seems to be going fine. Thank you all for still joining in and tuning in. Now we get to take a look at the final male ranger of the particular team, which is more or less the same as the others that we have all basically gotten. Here is the red alien ranger, more or less like the second in command in both uh, only in the Japanese version and or whatever Japanese footage that you see of the Alien Rangers. So this time his power coin is more like a circular shape in color. That one is quite cool. As for his decals, I don't see any kind of error with regards to his decals. Maybe just a slight bit of a alignment on the white part of his collar. So yeah, that is one thing to take note of. Here is his particular ninja lightning symbol, so that one is cool as well. As for his belt is similar to each and every one of the other rangers. This time you just do see a obvious S. And over here, this is where you'll be able to see his particular gloves, all more or less the exact same as the other male rangers. As I mentioned before in the beginning, before I started this comparison, or in my other team reviews that is on the channel as well, this is the main downside of having a big team or a big set. Yes, you do get to complete the whole entire set, but there is nothing much to actually talk about in a particular review. Here we do have the main scabbard. We do have the PowerCoin logo or PowerCoin symbol right here. You can remove the sword from a sheath. That is very nice. And of course, you can still put in the uh, scabbard in the back of the particular figure. Here, this time, since I have not shown it until now, you can actually put in this particular short sword or musket looking like thing inside of the scabbard, inside of the holster over here as well. Not too sure whether if this is the correct way to put it. All I did was like I semi-forced it in, so it kind of worked. So I guess that's how you'll be able to do it. If One fair warning though, because of how all these plastics are, this one is like a soft rubber plastic. This is made out of a soft rubber plastic material, so that is one thing to take note of. I believe I may have just okay, that came out perfectly fine. Okay, so since these are made of a soft rubber plastic material, and these are the particular weapons that we have and the paint job that we have here, if the temperature is hot, and if you put the weapon inside of the holster and you leave it there for quite some time, the paint might melt into the holster, or the rubber might melt and stick on the weapon. And then afterwards, when you decide to pull out the weapon, you're gonna more or less rip out a lot of the paint job of the particular figure or of the particular sets over here that you basically get. So that is
that is the main fair warning that I do have for each and every single one of you. So yeah, just try not to leave it in the holster for too long. Otherwise, you might have some bad paint job, just like all of the other Zeo Ranger weapons that I have literally removed all their weapons from their particular holster. He does have another set of unique posing hands. So I guess this is meant to look more like he is kneeling on the ground, where or similarly to how apes basically stand or balance it out. Yep. Just give me a short moment. My particular battery is now at 11%. So this is where we get to switch our particular volume and charge our phone at the exact same time. So give me one short moment. Okay, honestly, I just really hope the audio is much more better, and my battery actually still holds up. Otherwise, we can basically just end the stream right now. It is at 7%, so I'll just go through this slightly bit more faster than usual. So hopefully everyone here, oh, it's going down 6%. It actually is going to die. So let's just quickly go through this particular thing itself. So here is Delphine. Delphine is basically very nice. She is using a very new mold. You can see her particular neck. This is what it basically looks like. Almost everything about her is basically amazing. Yeah, I guess that's mostly what we can say about it. The particular decals are there as well, and the particular patterns. So I am actually at 4%. My phone is basically gonna die on me, and I guess we are going to be ending the stream much more early. So hopefully, hopefully all of you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope you all subscribe. And yeah, I guess that one should be it. Sorry for the abrupt thing, but basically I can't do much since the phone battery is dying. So it's at 2%, it's gonna hit 1%, and then yep, it's 1%. So I guess I'll see you all later. Hope you all subscribe. Bye. This is gonna be a very funny video to edit, honestly speaking. I'll see you guys all later.
Don't you think we could be different if we could just take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows, feel the wind rushing through, hear the music, take the groove. Don't you know all I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high, you and I, pinnacle climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine, you don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the 9 to 5, I just wanna feel alive. Take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows. Show you mine, you don't have to pretend you're shy. Take it slow, let it go, let it slow, let it go. Take it slow, let it go. Take it slow, let it go. Take it take a trip to uptown.